Okay. Let's come into mountain pose. Feet hip width apart, toes straight ahead, shoulders back and down. Activate your core, stretch your spine to the ceiling, and relax. Breathing, spreading your toes, focusing inward. And then inhale, bring your arms to shoulder level, but your shoulders are down. Exhale, hands to your heart, stretch out to the front, and clasp your hands gently behind you. Press them down and lift your heart. Feel the back bend in the upper back. And then pivot at your hips, come on over, and just round down as deep as you want. Lift your sitting bones, get those backs of the legs stretching. Hands toward your head, getting those shoulders working. Spread your toes. Move your chin around. Make sure your neck isn't stiffening. And then chin slightly into your chest, coming back all the way up and lifting your heart. Drop your shoulders, stretch your spine, and don't forget to breathe. And then inhale upright, release your arms. Take a moment, feel your body responding, notice what's going on. And again, arms at shoulder level, hands to your heart, stretch to the front, and clasp your hands the opposite way behind you. So shift them over one finger. Lift your heart, stretch into the back bend, and pivot as you exhale. And again, deepen as much as you like. Maximize or minimize with those arms up and head down. And then again, knees slightly bent, start at the bottom of the spine, and just wind all the way into the back bend. Take a breath or two, stretching. Don't lift your chin too high. Stretch the back of your neck too. Inhale upright, release your arms. Take a moment, focus inward. Feel your body respond. And we'll do our side stretches. Let's keep one hand down, the other arm out. Palm to the ceiling, hand right above your shoulder. Pull the shoulders both down. Reach the fingertips away from each other. And lean straight to the side, no twist, getting that rib area opening. So push the foot you're leaning away from down, out through that hand, and make sure you're not leaning forward. Inhale back upright, release that arm, feel the difference, and do the other arm. Palm to the ceiling, hand over your shoulder. Keep both shoulders down as you stretch the hands away and lean to the other side. And again, just look up if you'd like a little bit and make sure you're not leaning forward. Feel the ribs stretch as you push the foot a little further deeper. And inhale back up. Exhale and relax. Again, just feeling your body responding. And our twist, so get those separated bones, getting ready to twist. Again, arms at shoulder level, palms up, hands over your shoulders. Just clasp your elbows, spread your toes, stretch your spine apart, and exhale to one side. Take a breath, and exhale over. And just go as deeply as your body wants here. Keep the arms next to your ears, sitting bones lifting for those legs to stretch. And then slowly in the twist, inhale your way up and into the only upper body back bend. So remember, don't overwork your low back when you're twisting as you get into that back bend. Inhale upright, exhale to the center and switch your arms. And again, lengthen the spine and twist to the other side. Another breath, exhale over. And just let those warm-ups release any tension you're feeling. Keep the weight on both feet as evenly as you can. And then arms still by your ears, work up and lift your heart. So drop the shoulders, pull the elbows back, and don't forget to breathe. And then inhale upright, exhale around to the center, arms up, shoulders down in our extended mountain. Keep the arms next to your ears, pivot at your hips, stretch out halfway down, And then drop into ragdoll, tuck it. Hands up on your shins if you want that halfway up stretch, lengthening everything. And then back into ragdoll. Bend your knees. And again, one roll up to the top. Shoulders back and down, crown to the ceiling. And don't forget to breathe. So focus inward, notice what's going on for you today. And let's spread our toes and practice our balance. So get those toes really spread out, but not gripping. So remember, keep them slightly lifted and spread apart. Arch lifting, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder lined up. Make sure everything's going in a straight line, knee and toes to the front. Core activated to support your spine as you bring the other foot up. So only as high as it wants to go. Get that stability and work your ankle. Both ways. Keep it flexible. And then straighten it out and put it back down. Shift to the other side for that balance on the opposite foot. Again, make sure you don't crunch the toes in. You want to have that ball of the foot area supporting you along with the heel all the way up with that alignment and that core activation. And again, when you're ready, bring the other foot up as high as it wants to go today. Just breathe. And when you're stable, work your ankle, making sure that we're working those feet. Flex and point, straighten it out, and come back into mountain pose. Take a breath. Exhale. Sink again into that foot. Get the alignment and the core connection. Shoulders back and down. Bring the foot up. And this time, hold the foot and bring it in toward your hip. And bring the knees toward each other. Again, find your balance. Staying there, stretching the front of that thigh. And don't forget to breathe. Exhale any tension. And release the foot. And again, shifting to the other side, we'll do that same gentle balance practice. Spread the toes, lengthen, core activated, sink into the foot. Get your stability, bring the foot up, and bend the knee. And again, knees are next to each other as much as you can so that front of the thigh gets a good stretch as you bring that heel in toward your hip. Take a breath, spread your toes, find stability, and release. And back into mountain pose, bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment and breathe, bringing those shoulder blades down, stretch the spine apart, bring the core in, and follow your hands up. Keep looking at your thumbs as you come into another little back bend. Stretch the whole front of your body. Let's swan dive this time. Arms out, pivot at your hips, come halfway down, stretch it out, and drop into ragdoll. Hands up on your shins. Spread your toes, come into the halfway up stretch. Keep the chin a little bit toward your chest, remember. Making sure that neck gets a good stretch. And then bending your knees, we're coming all the way to the floor already, coming into child's pose. Hips back to your heels, hands palms up, and forehead toward the floor. Take a moment there, just stretch the whole back of your body. Deep breath. Exhale, just relax, deepening as much into that stretch on your spine as you'd like. And then inhale, sitting up, and slide off into our staff position. So feet out in front, sitting bones behind you, crown to the ceiling, and do a little hip warm up. So bend your right leg and put the foot on the left side, knee coming down. Let it relax through that hip area, pelvis area. If that's tight today, remember you can bring the leg over to the side. So as you're there, just relax, add the weight of your hand, but remember no pressure if you want to, or just let the leg be there doing its thing. Keep the core active, supporting your spine and the spine aligned and stretched open, hips and shoulders lined up. Pushing out through that heel and pulling the toes back on the front leg wherever it is. Relax. And again, just feel what's going on there. And when you're ready, foot and hand into your knee and ankle and rotate side to side. Just follow that motion as much as you'd like, as deeply as you'd like for that rotator warm up. Come higher or closer if you want a little bit more intensity. And then release both feet back into staff position, core active and spine stretching. Keep the shoulders down and bring the other foot up. Knee coming down. And again, just doing your thing on this side, just hanging out there. Hand on the knee if you like a little extra weight, but not pressure, or bring this leg over to the side for a little bit more opening. And again, just take a moment there and breathe. Just relax. Let the leg just release into its stretch as much as it needs and wants today. Take a breath. And again, just release tension. And then bring your leg up. Again, rotate it side to side. Get that juice working in that hip joint, or higher or closer if you love it. And again, just feel that hip working a little bit more. And when you're ready, once more, back into staff position, both legs parallel to the front. Push out through those heels, pull back through the toes. Get those sitting bones maybe a little further behind you. Remember, you can be on that pad if you need a little pelvic tilt. And we'll do a forward fold. So bring your hands to your sides, arms out, palms to the ceiling, shoulders down, and hands above your shoulders. Stretch up and exhale, hands to your shoulders. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and release. So really sink down. Inhale, give yourself a really good stretch. Keep those shoulder blades toward your waist, arms next to your ears. Pivot at your hips. Reach for your toes or your leg. And let your hands fall wherever they go. Move those sitting bones maybe a little further back so you get a better pivot maybe at the hips. Bring your chest toward your leg. And stretch your head toward your toes. So get the spine nice and straight. Keep pushing out through your heels, getting those legs stretching on the backs. And if you want, tuck your chin, bring your forehead further down, and let that spine round as you're in that position. Exhale any tension. And then bring your arms back by your ears. Stretch your hands toward your toes, straighten your spine, keep your arms next to your ears, and pivot back up and release. Take a moment as you're in that position, feel your body, and then bend your knees and come into butterfly. So pull those heels in as close as they want to come. You can clasp under your toes to do that. Getting those heels in. Let the knees come down toward the sides as much as they want. Remember, personal practice, don't overdo. You can keep those heels further out if that's more suitable for your legs. And again, you can add a little weight with your arms or hands to your knee, but remember, no pressure. Don't push because that makes resistance, and resistance doesn't stretch as well. Take a breath or two, just letting those knees sink a little more if they want to. And then as always, bring your hands under your shoulders behind you and push just gently, and maybe those knees will come even further as those inner thighs stretch even further. So again, just relax into it. Tension out. Soften your belly even just a little bit and relax. And then releasing your hands, take a moment there. And again, you can clasp under your toes. We're going to stretch and lengthen the spine, letting those knees relax, the inner thighs release. And then chest leading, pivot forward toward your toes. So feel the body, just go as far as it wants to, with the spine nice and straight. It's a pivot still at that hip joint. Keep those sitting bones slightly behind you. And don't forget to breathe. Exhale any tension. Stretch the spine longer and straighter. And then again, tuck your chin and bring your forehead down toward your feet. Get as much stretch through that area as needs. And don't forget to keep breathing. Let things keep relaxing as you deepen. Knees coming further toward the floor if they want to. And then again, straighten the back. Chin slightly toward your chest. Stretch out through the back of your neck. And then lead with your head coming back up. Lift your knees. And again, bring the legs out into staff position. Take a moment. Feel your body. Notice how it's working today. And of course, we're going to continue on the floor. So bring your legs into a straddle position. Go ahead and push out through your heels with the toes up and knees up. And get those sitting bones further behind you if that works for you. Giving a nice stretch to your thighs and inner legs. Core active, stretch up through the spine and just release any tension wherever you're feeling it. Take a moment there, lengthening. And as you exhale, bring your thumbs to that hip crease and pivot forward. Feel the stretch on that inner thigh area increase. Just don't go too far. You can slide your hands along the legs if you want to, or bring them out in front. And again, sitting bones are behind you, pushing out, and your chest is leading, coming forward. Only as far as your body is comfortable. No need to try to get to the floor. Keep pushing out through the heels. Keep the toes up. And then bringing your hands to your legs. Again, inhale and stretch back into the center. Exhale any tension. Feel your body. Lengthen up through the spine. And bring your hands to the sides. Take a moment there. Just feel what's going on. Lengthening your spine. Activating your core. Bring the arms again to shoulder level. Palms toward the ceiling. Hands over your shoulders. Stretch up. Exhale down. Stretch up. Exhale down. Stretch and exhale. Coming, pivoting forward. Reach for that floor toward the front, or you just keep your arms by your ears, or shift them over to your feet or your legs. Whatever works for you. Sitting bones behind you, chest leading toward the floor. Just breathing into it, exhaling, maybe deepening a little more. And again, if you want to, you can round forward and give your back a little more stretch. And then straighten your back, bring your arms by your ears, and pivot back up. Arms out and back to your sides. Take a breath, feel your body. And again, let's bring the feet into butterfly. Heels in, clasp your hands under, get those sitting bones behind you, and reach the crown toward the ceiling. Knees coming down as much or as little as they want. And don't forget to breathe. And then again, bringing your hands gently behind you under your shoulders, press gently down. And again, lifting your hearts if those knees want to come maybe a little further down. Take a breath, lift your heart, stretch your head toward the ceiling. And don't forget, keep breathing. And then releasing the hands, again, come to that hip joint and pivot forward. Just go ahead as deeply chest toward your toes as it wants to go. You can bring your arms onto your legs for a little leverage if you want, but don't push, just add the weight. Keep pivoting at the hips, chest coming toward your toes.
And again, if you want, exhale, tuck your chin and forehead down toward your feet. Feel the whole back of your body get a good stretch. And then chin in and inhale, coming back all the way up. And release your arms, lift your knees, and again, come back into staff position. Take a breath, just relaxing. Feel your body, keep that core active and supporting you. And don't forget to stretch your spine apart. And then we'll dive our dolphin. So bring your right foot to your inner left thigh and bend the left heel back near your hip, not under it. So this hip is up so that it's going to have room to twist. Stretch your spine, keep those bones apart. Exhale, turn toward your right knee. Hands on your leg or the floor and tuck your chin. Exhale, diving under, you're the dolphin. And then rotate your face forward and inhale your way up to the sun in the sky. And again, feel your whole spine round into the forward bend on the way down on the exhalations. And feel the slight back bend, especially in that upper back as you lift your heart to the sun and the sky up above. Just let your playful dolphin leap as much as it wants as it comes up. Inhaling and enjoying that sunshine, and on that inhalation, exhale and turn to the center. And release back into staff position. One more time, just feel your body activated. And of course, we're balancing, so we're going to dive our dolphin to the other side. But up into that inner thigh, knee out to the side, and bringing the heel near your hip. Remember that hip stays up so it's got room to move, and your spine stretches apart so it's got room to twist. And you exhale, turning to the left leg. Again, the core activates as you round forward, and chin tucked, pivot your forehead down toward the knee. Gaze to the front slightly, but don't crunch that back of the neck as you lift your heart to the sun and the sky on this other side. And again, just diving your dolphin, exhaling under, and inhale, leaping up. However emphatically your body wants to work today. Feel the whole spine work, the whole breath capacity, and just enjoy that balmy sunshine toward the top, and then exhale to the center. Again, releasing the legs into staff position. Feel that twist energy all activated within your body. And we'll bring the feet to the end of the mat in our staff position. Sitting bones behind you, core activated. Keep pushing out through the heels, pull the toes back, get the knees coming down as much as they want to. And then rounding, just bring that lower back toward the floor. And then the ribs and shoulder blades and the spine and your head. And take a moment, reclined integration, just enjoy that release as your body relaxes. Sitting bones toward your heels, bend your knees, and bring your heels in near your sitting bones. Keep the back pressing gently down. We're going to take the right ankle to the left knee. Take a moment there, just put your hand on the right leg, right hand on the right leg, and just gently push out, giving a little stretch to that hip once more. Stay there if that's a good stretch. Bring your left foot up, left hand behind the thigh or around the shin, pulling that in as you push the other hand out. And again, maximize or minimize for your body. Relax, gently press the back down. Exhale, tension. And on your next exhalation, bring your left foot to the floor. Release your hands, bring the leg up, and the right foot back to the floor. Take a breath, feel the difference. So yeah, bring your left foot to the right knee. Press that with that left hand. Keep the back gently down as much as it needs to be for you. And again, if you want more, bring the right foot up and the left hand behind the thigh or shin. pull it in as you push out with the left hand. And again, maximize or minimize whatever your hips need today. Just relax. Any tension, just exhale it. And then right foot to the floor, hands releasing, straighten the leg, and bring that foot to the floor. Press the back gently down, bringing your hands to T position, palms up or down for a bent knee twist. Bring your feet off the floor. If you want extra, you can cross your leg over to the opposite side as you roll the knee to that side. Turn your head to the other arm, shoulders on the floor. Knee coming as far down with that low back twist as your body wants. Remember, pad if you need to. Turn your head. Remember to honor your neck. Do only what's right for you there. And just let that middle back twist as much or as little as it wants and needs, with the knees coming straight toward the floor and the head turning the other way as those shoulders stay on the mat. Exhale any tension. And then pull your heels toward your hips, roll onto your back, uncross and recross the other way if you're ready to do that, and straighten things out if you need. Feet off the floor, knees coming over to the other side, right at hip level, head turning the other direction. And again, only as deeply as your body wants on this side. Now, it may be different on each side and from day to day, so just honor your body. Exhale any stress or tension, and let those knees maybe come further toward the floor as you keep your shoulders both down and your head turned to the other arm. Hands or palms up or down, remember your choice. Just relax your arms and don't forget to keep breathing. Exhale those ligaments, releasing the spine, relaxing and deepening your twist. And of course, when you're ready to release, heels toward your hips, rolling onto your back, and straightening, uncrossing, and sliding into corpse pose for a final relaxation. Just let your shoulders and shoulder blades sink. Let your hips really release. Lots of work there today. Turn the toes toward each other and then just relax your feet. So your whole lower body just releases and softens and deepens into the earth support. Shoulders sinking, stomach relaxing. Turn your head side to side, let that neck relax even more. Focus inward, exhale, just deepen into that earth support and let your body go. And as you breathe more deeply, just release any tension, allowing your body to soften and sink with each breath, just growing heavier, more readily supported by the earth. And as you relax your body, just let it go and let thoughts of your body release from your awareness. And as that happens, let other thoughts come into you release as well. Deepen your breath and just exhale. Let the thoughts drift away without awareness. No need to remember the past or anticipate the future. Just release the thoughts along with your body, allowing your awareness to release and your attention to turn inward to that peace within. Just relax into the peace. If that relaxation feels really good today, just keep going as long as you have opportunity. If though it's time to get ready for the rest of your day, begin drawing energy and awareness with the breath back to the moment, to the room, to your body. And just as you begin breathing more deeply, begin moving your body gently, however feels good for you. Breathing and stretching more completely, circling your ankles, releasing your hips, relaxing your body. And whenever you're ready for that final yoga hug of appreciation, bring your sitting bones toward your heels and your back gently down. Draw your knees up, your heels near your sitting bones. Press your back gently down and lift the knees toward your heart. Wrap your arms around. Give yourself that appreciative yoga hug. Let your body know you appreciate its yoga work today. That release through your hips as you're in that hug. Take a breath, and when you're ready to release, exhale, head and feet to the floor. Roll gently to the side and sit back up, getting ready for whatever's ahead for you today. Thanks for joining me.